Good morning and welcome to Storytime. We'll go ahead and start with our hello song and then we'll get started with our books for this week. We clap our hands hello, we clap our hands hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap our hands hello. We wave our hands hello, we wave our hands hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave our hands hello. Thank you guys for joining us today. Today we are going to be taking a look at these books right here. Get Up and Go by Nancy Carlson. Balletball by Erin, Dionne. And Luke Goes to Bat by Rachel Isadora. So let's go ahead and let's start those books right now. Get Up and Go by Nancy Carlson. You are special. We all come in different shapes and sizes, and it doesn't matter if you are tall, short, skinny, or round. Your body is your own, and you need to take care of it. So turn off the TV and get up and go exercise. Exercise is good for all the stuff inside your body, like your heart, lungs, keep them smoke-free, bones and muscles. Exercise burns up the junky food you sometimes eat, like a bag of chips or a triple chocolate caramel marshmallow cream sundae with extra whipped cream and a cherry on top. Right. Exercise can be exciting. When you hit a home run, score a goal, or can finally skate backward. Exercise can help you become a better sport, because sometimes you might strike out, lose the big game, or oops, fall down. Exercise can help you make new friends. When you play tag at the park, jump rope at school, or just walk around the neighborhood. Exercise can be relaxing when you go canoeing or hiking in the woods, or when you help your mom in the garden. Exercise can take you to some amazing places, like to the top of a mountain, way down to the bottom of the sea, or to the middle of nowhere. You can even exercise at home when you're stuck babysitting your little brother. Turn up the music and get your heart pumping by dancing. Today, the living room, someday, Broadway. Exercise can make you pretty sleepy. So get to bed, because who knows what will happen tomorrow. When you get up and go exercise. And that's the end. Balletball by Erin, Dionne, illustrated by Gillian Flint. Nene loved dancing ballet. She loved to leap and twirl and pied, and she really loved her sparkly tutu. Not today, said her mom. Today you have baseball practice. Baseball? asked Nene. Baseball, repeated her mother. Remember, we signed up during the winter. Nini did not remember. She trudged to her room. She wanted to dance. "You cannot wear your tutu to baseball practice," her mother said. Nini frowned and changed her clothes. She decided right then that she did not like baseball. At the park, Coach handed her a lumpy brown glove and sent her to the uneven grassy field. Nini looked at the glove and whispered, "You are ugly." She missed her pink ballet shoes and the smooth, shiny studio floor. "There's no leaping in baseball," Coach called. And then, "There's no twirling in baseball." And eventually, "There's no flopping in baseball." And later, "Nini, there are no ballet moves in baseball." "It's a pilet," thought Nini. Not even when she took her turn at bat and Coach showed her how to swing and run if she hit the ball, not even then did Nini like baseball. Though she did like the running part a little. "I want my tutu and my sparkles," she wailed to her mother. "I want to leap and twirl and plie." "But there's no ballet right now," her mother explained. "There's baseball. You signed up for baseball." Nini scowled. At practice, she did not want to stand in the outfield. She did not want to wear her yellow and blue uniform. She did not want to keep her eye on the ball. Her teammates frowned. "Ballet girl," they said, "you have to follow the rules. Baseball is about working together." Coach told the team. He looked right at Nini. "Just like in a show, everyone does their part." Nini scowled again. At the team's first game, Nini trudged to the outfield. She watched the clouds, not the ball. She counted the stitches on her glove. She spun like a helicopter at her turn at bat, and she frowned when her teammates told her she had not done her part. Before the next game, Coach called the whole team to a meeting. "Winning isn't everything," he said. "It's trying your best that's most important." Everyone looked at Nini. She made a fierce face. She headed even more slowly than usual toward the field. Coach asked her to wait. "I don't like baseball. I like to dance," Nini said before Coach could say anything. "Did you know," he said, "that some professional athletes take ballet?" Nini, who did not want to listen, paid attention. "They use it to be faster and more agile. Baseball and ballet can go together," Coach said. On the field, she tried. A little. Coach took Nini aside again the next week. "Baseball can sparkle," he said. He handed her shoelaces that glittered blue and yellow in the sun. "It's too bad these have to go on baseball shoes," she said. But she grinned at him when she laced them up. Nini crossed her arms in the outfield, but she watched the batter and the ball. Her team scored 3 runs. The other team scored 1 and another. Nini was worried. What if her team lost again? The game was almost over. The biggest kid on the other team was up at bat. He swung. The ball went crack off the bat. It flew through the air straight at Nini. The roar of the crowd rose to the park like waves. The ball was going to fall behind her. Nini leaped. She twirled. She tried. And as the ball came down, she played. The hard, round baseball landed right in her glove. The cheers from the crowd were just as loud as the applause from the audience at her recital. Nini's team won. Nini tossed the ball to her teammate. She ran to the bench to give high fives to the other team. "Great job, Nini," Coach called. "What was that?" She curtsied, she smiled. "Balletball," she said. And that is the end. Luke Goes to Bat by Rachel Isadora. Oops, fighting me. It was Brooklyn, it was summer, it was baseball. All day long, the kids on Bedford Avenue played stickball in the streets. Except for Luke. "When you're older," his big brother Nicky told him. "He's just a squirt," one of the other kids said, laughing. So Luke watched the games from the curb, and he'd practice. He threw a ball against the wall next to the deli. He practiced his swing over and over again. He ran as fast as he could up and down the block. He wanted to be ready when it was time. And at night, whenever the Dodgers were playing, Luke hurried up to the roof where he could see the lights of Ebbets Field. When he heard the crowd go wild, he imagined his favorite player, Jackie Robinson, had hit a home run. Someday, Luke thought, I will hit a home run too. Finally, one morning, the team was short a player. Frankie had to go to his aunt's. "Who are we going to get?" "Hey," said Luke, "what about me?" Everyone was quiet. "Aw, come on," said his brother. "Give him a chance." "We got nobody else. He better not mess up." They put him in left field. No balls came his way, so he just stood there. When it was turn at bat, Luke took a few practice swings. Then he stepped up to the plate. "I'll show them," Luke muttered. The ball whizzed past. "Strike one!" Luke held the bat higher. "Strike two!" Luke was barely in position when the next ball flew past and the catcher yelled, "Out!" "You stink," Luke heard. He got up to bat one more time but struck out again. "Sometimes it just goes that way," his brother told him. Frankie came back in the afternoon, so Luke spent the rest of the day on the curb. He was sure they'd never let him play again. Grandma was in the kitchen when he got home. "I finally got a chance to play with the team," Luke told her. Grandma could tell that the game hadn't gone well. "Not everyone plays like Jackie Robinson all the time," she said. "Not even Jackie Robinson." Luke didn't smile. "By the way," Grandma said, "are you doing anything tomorrow night?" Luke shrugged. "Well, if you're so busy, someone else will have to go with me to the game at Ebbets Field." "What? You mean a real game?" Grandma held up 2 tickets. Ebbets Field was ablaze with light, but this time Luke didn't have to imagine the game. "Thanks for taking me, Grandma," he said. They watched the Dodgers and the Phillies battle it out. The game went into extra innings. By the time the Dodgers got up to bat in the bottom of the 14th inning, the score was tied 8-8. With 2 outs, Jackie Robinson was up. The crowd roared. "Come on, Jackie," Luke yelled. The pitcher threw a curveball. Jackie swung. "Strike one," the umpire called. The pitcher wound up. He threw a fastball, and Jackie missed. "Strike two." 3 balls followed. All eyes at Ebbets Field rested on Jackie. The Dodgers could still win. Luke shouted with the crowd, "Give it to him, Jackie! You show him!" Jackie looked around from under his cap. Then he dug his feet into the dirt. The pitcher began his wind-up. "You can do it, Jackie," Luke whispered. "You can do it." Suddenly, Luke heard the loud crack of a bat. When he looked up, the ball was flying over his head, flying over the scoreboard, flying over the walls of Ebbets Field. The crowd went wild. Luke stood up on his seat and cheered. "You showed him, Jackie." "What a game," Grandma said. "See, you can't give up. Even Jackie Robinson's got to keep trying. Luke didn't answer. When Luke got home, he ran up to the roof. The lights were going out at Ebbets Field. "Come on down, it's bedtime," Nicky called. Just then Luke saw a ball lying on the ground. "Look," he said, picking it up. "This is the home run ball that Jackie Robinson hit tonight." "Nah, that's just some old ball a kid hit up on the roof," Nick said. And that's when Luke saw him. It was Jackie Robinson himself. "I hit that one for you, kid." Before Luke could say a word, Jackie ran to the dugout to join the other Dodgers. But he looked back one more time. "Hey, kid," he said, "your grandma was right. You can't give up." "Thanks, Mr. Robinson." The final lights went out at Ebbets Field. Luke looked down at the winning ball and smiled. "I won't," he whispered to himself. And he didn't. And that's the end. Thank you guys for joining us this week for Storytime. We will see you next week with some new books and a new reader. So for now, we're going to go ahead and sing our goodbye song. We clap our hands goodbye. We clap our hands goodbye. With our friends at Storytime, we clap our hands goodbye. We wave our hands goodbye. We wave our hands goodbye. With our friends at Storytime, we wave our hands goodbye. Thank you guys for joining us. See you next time.